winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one. Number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And right away, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The 10-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Colts 0. Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down now. It's Lenza. He'll have a first down. Now look at this. Big gain. The fumble. It's scooped up by the Jets. Not the trade he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Smith-Schuster. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He dumps this off to Mack. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Colts, nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
We're going to fire one out wide. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Able to power through. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier. Willie Gay on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts nothing.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a jet touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Jets 21. Colts nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Jets 28, Colts nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off around the 27. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
and that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
To kick off for the Jets.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw again on second down. Murray is going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. This all the way inside the Jets 20 into the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Down Murray again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Action fake. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This is Mack on the counter, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 13. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jets 42, Colts 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray off play action. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
10 at the 33-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Breida. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
From the 36, Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Is good. Makes the score Jets 42, Colts 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Nothing in. Nothing in.
The way in. Touchdown, New York. Deebo Samuel. 79 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Jason Myers.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jets 49, Colts 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Murray. Reception here by Ruggs. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? I mean, interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense.
I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jets 56, Colts 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Matt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
He was tackled at the 20.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Kick is good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts 21.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggle. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The open man is Smith. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Look at this. Big game. The Jets have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground with men. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Jones on the tackle.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Juju Smith-Schuster. 53 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Jason Myers.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
24-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
PAT up and good by Rosas as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through.